The Institute of Internal Auditor holds its annual knowledge sharing session in Abuja to sensitize members and all stakeholders on what internal audit stands for, with the theme Identification of Risks, which is the bedrock of the institute. The honorable member and the chairman House Committee on Anti-Corruption, Honorable Body-Hon.Moshood, the president and board chairman of the institute, Simon Jude Mai, and other stakeholders, while speaking with the journalists at the event, spoke eloquently on the need to identify the risk associated with internal audit, made recommendations, and provide a lasting solution in that regard.
In every profession, there are obviously one or two unethical events that might take place, right? So that is why it is a profession. That's why they have their annual meetings, regular training, and all. Is for you to come together, look into it, and see how you can rectify it. And it's also is for you to come together, looking at how the world is evolving, how crime, how different things are being done now to keep up to date with it. For example, now we have come to the AI world now, right? So I believe the auditors should be ready in a way whereby AI can be used in different forms to be able to match up to it. So it's something that evolves, and it's something that I believe that they need to keep up to date with.
It is important for auditors and organizations that they support to benefit from the knowledge that internal auditors have in identifying risk, assessing them, and also providing a recommendation that will mitigate those risks. It helps to build resilience. It helps to assure both the management and board on the strength of the controlled environment, and also help to mature it if it is not yet matured. It's a continuous improvement process.
What is happening today is a knowledge sharing session and a cocktail. The idea is to sensitize members and all stakeholders on what internal audit stands for. And of course, talking about the team we have, which is has to do with identification of risk, um, which is the bedrock of our uh, profession, because auditors are supposed to be able to carry out their functions with the knowledge of identifying the risk areas um, in their business areas. You know that when we are talking about risk identification, that's what is called risk-based internal audit practice. That is to say, you look at your entire setup, identify the risk areas, and focus more on those areas that are likely to give the organization more problems in the case that the risk crystallizes. So, what is happening here today is to share knowledge in that area and also encourage all of us who are not already members of the Institute of Internal Auditors to become members, and also to give the Institute offerings in terms of certifications and some other programs designed to skill up our uh, uh, professional disposition in this area. Yeah.
I took the paper on providing internal auditors a guide on their identification and assessment of risk within the internal audit function. It is a cornerstone and a bedrock of our practice to align our risk with the company's strategy as to in order to provide value. So that was the focus of the discussion that was held at the session. This is a cocktail event for all internal auditors. This is a way we are able to learn from each other, interact, and basically strengthen our profession as internal auditors. A take home message is that internal audit must continue to evolve. We must continue to develop ourselves as internal auditors. We must continue to hone our competencies with the aim of providing value to the companies or the establishments that we work for.